I would just make a couple pockets here in my wedding journal, and here's the page I'm working on. I've got it partially done. I've sewn a little lace across the top. Yeah, I sewed it on, and I made a little ruffle down here and sewed it across. It's of a really pretty kind of, probably, it's a vintage lace. I wouldn't say it's ancient, but it's nice. It's got a nice sort of cream color to it. I think it was once white. Now here's the other pocket that goes on the opening up page. This pocket this is going to be a double pocket. It's going to go across in the middle of the signature. Now, just to explain, she wants she wants pockets, and I'm going to fill the pockets with journal cards and little booklets and stuff for her guests to sign and write their names in. So this is going to be mostly one of my keepsake journals, my keepsake treasure box journals. And now this pocket, I did do my new embossing that I learned from my sweet friend Rhonda at Joy Juntique, which is my new fun thing to do. And the back pocket is this really pretty piece of heavily, I don't know what this technique is, lace. It's beautiful. It's really heavy, but it had a lot of holes, so I did back it with some large holed netting, and I did trim it with some of my, I call this my Bombay veiling because it came from a mosquito net I got at Bombay Company 100 years ago. So that's these will be in the middle of the signature. So I'm working on the pocket that's going to go here. I've already started. I'm going to use this side. I'm going to make the pocket, I'm going to fold it. But I did fold it with my bone folder. I went a little too deep, so I am going to reinforce the seam with some washi tape so that it won't split open. And I have this washi tape that I've had this stuff forever. It just goes on forever and ever. And just to build it up, I'm gonna put kind of a large section on here like this, just to make sure it doesn't open up. I'm just gonna keep it, and I'll cut off the edges, but that way it'll give it a little bit of strength so that it doesn't. And this is real sticky washi tape, but I did put glue on the seam. I think these seams are okay, but that way it won't split open. And I think I'll ink the bottom. See, it's already splitting open down there. I'll ink the bottom and the sides. And I don't know what I'm gonna do across the top of this pocket. I need to do something. I have a large pile of stuff. I do have coffee filter ruffle, and I do think I'm gonna use that to start with. I have sewn it with two seams down the middle so that I can cut it apart. And let's see if that'll be long enough. Yeah, that's long enough right there. Okay, so I'll probably put that along there like that. Let me get out my glue thing, one of my glue things. I think I'll use this thing as a glue thing. Okay, I'm gonna pause you for just a second while I run and get something. Okay. Alrighty, so I think I am gonna use this coffee filter ruffle just to start. I have some other things I want to use to build up. I don't want to go over this. I'm gonna leave that sort of revealed. So I think I will just glue the coffee filter ruffle down just to get a good start on this pocket. Okay. We'll just get it secured onto the little pocket. And I have been also printing out lots and lots of my vintage wedding photos I started sort of collecting, where are they? I started collecting vintage wedding photos about 4 years ago. And I have quite a little collection. I don't like to use my originals. I do copy them off. I have used some originals in some journals, but, and maybe I'll let go of the originals someday. But I do have some really neat ones. I love this one. I love this couple. I love her in her beautiful dress with her glasses. He's got glasses too. I love this couple. This is one that I don't think I'll ever let go of. This is Florida, 1960. And it's just, oh, I love them. They're sort of like, to me, the Frank Sinatra set. I can just see them going off to that fancy Frank Sinatra hotel in Miami for their reception. And I love this one. Now, this original one I did let go of. My dog got hold of it. I bought this when she was a puppy, and my dog got hold of it and tore it up. So I did actually use this in a journal, the original one, but I had the sense to copy it before, or scan it before she ate it. But she's so sweet, and he's a serviceman. I just love that one. Now, I think these people are just going to a dance or a prom, or she's a bridesmaid in a wedding. That bridesmaid dress looks like the bridesmaid's dress in my mom's wedding. And then this one's in the 20s, vintage the 20s, and it's very slightly colored. It's just very, very slightly colored. I love that one too. But I am going to include a lot of these. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to back them, but I don't want to ruin the picture. They did turn out really good. I printed them all out, and they did print out really well. And this one, I don't know where the date went. The original one has 1970. I love that. I love that one too. I love that. I love that picture. And her dress, I think that could actually be worn today. It's a really plain, simple, it's a really beautiful dress. And here's a bride and her bridesmaid. And this is one of my favorites. And I love here's the bride and here's the groom, but she's the focal point. That bridesmaid is so pretty. I just love her. So I am going to include some of my wedding pictures in my in the pockets for journaling spots. I'll probably add things to the pictures as we go, maybe bits of lace. But I have all kinds of journal card plans for this journal. I've been working on that on my laptop at night. I think that's gonna be good. I think. Let's see if that needs to be glued down. I think it does. Right there. Alrighty. Okay, so that's gonna be the pocket that's going to go across here. This is the page. And it's gonna go here like this, but it needs more. And so I'm probably gonna add more things like this. I have a whole pile. Oh, here I have a whole ruffle, but I've already got a ruffle there, so I don't want to do that. I have this, that's pretty. I don't know what that is. It's a fragment of it's filet stitch. I just love that. I just love that lace, filet lace. But it's not, I don't like that there. Let's see what else I've got. Now here's a really pretty piece of lace. I love that. That might be pretty there. I've been hoarding that piece of lace. I hate to let it go. Here's another one of my hoarded laces. I sort of like that. That's sort of nice. This is the hard part, trying to decide what laces to put and where. And that's why I wouldn't usually consider making a video of what I'm doing, because I spend so much time doing this, just plain, trying to figure out what to do. That's why these things take me so long to make, because I just can't. Oh, now here's something. I don't think I'd mind letting go of that. That's pretty. I wonder if that covers up the words too much. Maybe I could put it down here. And it's white, it's bright white. It contrasts kind of nicely with the creamy color lace on the bottom. Oh, and here's a snippet of lace that would be sort of nice as a cluster. That's another thing I could do. I can make like a little cluster of some sort out of something. Oh, and I have this bit too that I like. And I sort of like the way the Preserved Memories looks through that. This is sort of a really pretty dotted Swiss almost sort of netting. That looks pretty like that. And there's that nice hem. I think these were curtains. They were pretty curtains. I have another bit of that stuff. Where did it go? And then there's this. Oh, that's kind of pretty. I like that. Oh my gosh, that is really pretty. Huh. That's nice. It's different. It just fits in the middle. There's that bit of, just fits in the middle, but I could cut that and do that on either side, like that. Just cut it in the middle and do a little bit on either side. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. I like that. I actually think I think I'm gonna do that. And then it just hangs down just a little floral trim. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna do it. I'm going for it. Let me just make sure I cut it straight. Okay. Let me get it going. Just cut it really carefully. Oh, that's pretty. I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac for that. Make sure it stays down. I'm just gonna do some dots just across the top of the Preserved Memories, which I like those words for wedding. That's always good wedding words, Preserved Memories. Only thing I don't like about Fabri-Tac, besides the smell, which it has a smell, yeah, I'm not thrilled with the smell of Fabri-Tac. The only other thing I don't like is it's so you have to get it, wash it off right away, or it builds up on your fingers to the point where you can't work because you're so covered in it. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my goodness, I like that a lot. Where's my other little, and then I put these right here. I like that. That'll be pretty. This bride asked for lots of things. I don't think I'm not doing any Victorian French kind of stuff. I'm not doing old 1870s. I'm just doing pretty ruffles lace with touches of dried flowers and things. I don't know if I have any. Yeah, like I put this dried flower here. I'm going to add more after I'm all got it mostly assembled. I'm going to go in and I'm going to get out lots of dried flowers and add them here and there, and do some other things that she sort of has asked for. So I am not doing the you know, and that's why I'm doing sort of like 20th century brides in my my copying of my photos. So when I put that down, it'll look like that. And when I sew these, it's so crazy. I try to pull up the pocket and sew underneath it when I stitch them into the signature, which is always, to me, the most stressful part, doing the signature part, so that I don't wreck it. Yeah, I like that. I wonder what else could I do? I like that there. I wonder if this would look good up here on either side. Or is that too heavy? Let's see. Of course, I have this pretty little one. I do like that one. It's very dainty. And it's not so, but I've got such a nice piece of it. It would be good at the full length of something, so I hate to use it up, cutting it. Now this is a sample. I mean, not a sample, a cut from this one. It was attached right here. So I have this bit right here too. And then the other thing I can do is, oh, and then I have this one. I love that bit. The other thing I can do is I can also add wax seals. I haven't put any buttons yet in this journal, but if I do, they're going to be probably mother of pearl white ones, and I'll add those later. When I'm done, I'll go through and I'll put buttons all over it. Let's see, where's some of my wax seals? I've got some here. Now these wax seals, wait, where's these ones? I got them from, what is it, Topology. That one's pretty. They're really pretty, and I make a lot of my own wax seals, but these are just very pretty, and they're just so wedding-y. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, oh my. Oh, okay, which one should I use? Should I use this one? Oh, that's pretty. I don't know, I sort of like that one. What other one do I have? What's this one say? Wish I knew what that said. I can't read it. Huh. I can't read what it says. And this one's pretty too. And that one's pretty. I can't, yeah, I think I like that one. I don't know, that one's kind of obvious. I like this one is roses. Kind of like that one on those leaves. And I love this one that's a clump of roses. I think I like that one. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go and use my hot glue gun and just put a little dab on it. So, yeah, wait, it does have a seal, but it doesn't stick. I'm just going to put a little dab on that hot glue on that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I did put just a teeny bit of hot glue on that. You don't want to put a lot because it'll melt it and come through, so you sort of have to just put a teeny bit and sort of blow on it right away so it doesn't melt through the middle, but it worked out really well. It's on there pretty good. So I'm gonna actually glue this pocket down, and then I'm gonna work a little bit. I want to hide some of the stitching on the other side of on the other pockets that are on the other pages of this section of. So what this is going to end up being, it'll be 3 signatures, and I'm going to get clamps to clamp it down. It'll be 3 signatures, and with essentially, oh gosh, let's count. I'm not a very good counter in my head. So this will this section will have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets. So it'll be like 4 pockets per section. So there'll be 8 to a signature and 3 signatures. So there'll be quite a lot of room to put things in. It will get chunky. I'm going to try to, so it'll have a thick spine. It will be chunky, and it will, but I'm going to make it with a tie so that it can be tied so it'll stay shut. But I'm going to probably make quite a few journaling cards, and I'll make some, I'm going to use some, I'm going to make paper. Oh, I've got this, this thing I used to do where I would take ripped up paper, and I would take vintage stamps, and I'd sew them onto the paper and make little journaling places for that. And it'll be on lined notebook paper so that there'll be places for people to sign. She's going to have quite a few guests. I explained when we were talking about this that I can't make a journal that'll accommodate like neat signatures all the way through for hundreds of guests. So it's going to be sort of potluck signaturing on this thing, but I think that's, I'm going to let that go off and dry. Now what I wanted to do up here was I wanted to cover up some of the stitching, and that's why I'm glad I didn't, where did that go? That one little lace, oh, here it is. It's so delicate, this little lace. It's so delicate, but I think I'm going to put it across the top like that so that it hides the stitching. Because the stitching's kind of holy. Okay, I'm going to do that. That's pretty. I love that little lace. That's a new lace. It's not an old lace, but it's pretty. I'm gonna cut it in the middle. There. So that it doesn't bend. I really love this pocket. Now I think I'm gonna add some more to that pocket as well. Oh, I have to show you something so exciting. So I was in Wisconsin at my oops, what did I break? Oh, it's just my Fiskars round cutter that deserves to break. Anyway, I was at my cottage in Wisconsin about 2 years ago, and they're the best antique stores up there. And I always go off treasure hunting. And a couple years ago, I went off treasure hunting, and I found some really, really, really good stuff. And I put it in a safe place. Oh my God. I have, every now and then I get this urge to find it because it was really good stuff. So, yesterday when I was getting ready, preparing to do this, start this journal, I was going through a pile of stuff, and I find this box, and it says ephemera, Wisconsin, and I'm like, what? And so, oh my gosh, I was so excited. And lo and behold, yes indeed, it is the ephemera I got in Wisconsin, and it is so good, you guys. Look at this. I mean, I knew I'd gotten really good stuff at this antique store. I can't even get this open because it won't open up. I got this really good brooch. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? And I got this really good brooch. That's so much fun. And this really, really lovely brooch. It's a purple flower with little pearls. And this one, I just love this one. This convoluted mess that my grandmother would have worn. And this one, isn't that good? And this one, I love this one. And this one actually has like a red stone that looks like a garnet, which is my birthstone. And I got 2 of those. And this one has like looks like music. Looks like a treble clef, but I don't think it is. Now this one is really, I can't believe this was in the box for $2. This is really heavy. This is early 20th century. And it is so pretty. I think I'm going to keep that forever. I don't think I'm ever going to let that go. And I got this neat old tag that they obviously used to, you know, when you were a member of some club, member of the club. And then I got these great, and I'm going to put this in this journal, wedding dance. I love that. And I got a bunch of those, and they're all the wedding dance from the wedding of Miss Josephine Heimerl and Roman Thill at Danceland in Little Kohler, Wisconsin. I just love this. The admission was 40 cents and 20 cents. Please omit presents. And I love this too. The annual dancing party of this fraternity. And then I also got these great little calling cards. They're so wonderful. And here's some more little Valentine-y calling cards. Far from thee, every care. And then this I think was on the sweet picture of this little boy, a tintype. And then this wonderful ruler, wooden ruler, Racine Coke. Oh, I'm not going to say anymore. I'm just going to laugh about that a little bit. Okay, it's reasonably priced. Oh gosh, but I was so excited to find my ephemera, Wisconsin ephemera. I have been looking for this for 3 years. And look at how smart I was. I put it in a box, I put paper on top of the box, and I wrote ephemera, Wisconsin. You would think I could have found that, but I couldn't. I lost it. So, okay, well, that was my exciting find while I was making this journal. So thank you, Bride, for ordering this journal, which made me dig through my room. So there is that little pocket. And I think I'm going to just stop right there because I'm not going to show all the parts of this journal because I don't want to, you know, reveal too much about it. But that was just a good example of me making my double pockets. I do love to make these double pockets. I used to include them in all my journals. You can put a lot of stuff in them. And as I said, these journals, you can write in them. I always provide lots of writing space in terms of removable journals and look at don't my nails look great? Anyway, in terms of removable journals and lots of journaling cards, you know, to stick into, here's a bride, to stick down into the pockets. And so I always try to make sure there's plenty of room for that. I have some ideas for the kind of removable journals I'm going to make and the journaling cards I'm going to make. But I do love this one. It's just really, it's really pretty. I love how it's turning out. It's been good for me to have to make this journal actually because it's just got my juices flowing. So that's it for today, guys. And tomorrow is another day. Have a good rest of your weekend.